Evolution Rock, the future of metal.
Hell yeah, you're in tune to Army of One TV podcast show. I'm your host Williams from Evolution Rock Metal Podcast, and we greet all the saviors and defenders of the faith, that is the metal faith. When our friends here at Army of One asked us to make a collaboration podcast show between Evolution Rock and their podcast, we jumped at the opportunity because we're here to promote the metal from around the world, and that's what we're going to do. Glad you guys can join us for our first episode here of the Army of One TV podcast, and we'll be presenting bands from around the world, playing some music, doing some interviews. You guys will get to know some great music from around the world, so it's going to be killer. Thanks for joining us. In this first episode, we'll be featuring Davola from the United States over there in New Jersey, which is a project of metal, progressive metal, experimental metal in some cases. If you like bands like MESHUGGAH, Opeth, or Chimera, then you're going to dig the music from Davola. Mastermind creator of Davola is here with us, Aaron Cloutier. He's our guest of honor for the show. We'll be playing music from his latest release, his debut release, in fact. It's called Dichotomy, which is getting some heavy reviews on the web. It's also available on the iTunes. We'll be playing a couple of tracks from Dichotomy. So let's begin the show. The first song is entitled Eye of the Obscene. Stay tuned, man. This is Army of One. You're checking us out at www.ArmyOfOneTV.com. Thanks for listening. You're listening to the Army of One podcast show hosted by Williams. What a way to begin here, man, here at Army of One TV podcast show. For the first episode over here, Williams from Evolution Rock doing a collaboration show over here. What a way to begin, man, with the song Eye of the Obscene from Davola. Extracted from the debut release entitled Dichotomy, out on iTunes as of now, man. Now here's a great review on the record Dichotomy and the mastermind behind the project, Davola. You can find this review at www.noisecreep.com. And the review goes something like this. One listen to Davola's Between the Buried and Me meets strapping young lad. Galloping horse-style aggression on her debut album or EP Dichotomy. And you might be wondering, why have you never seen them on any tours? It might be because they are a new band, or because it's more likely Davola is not a they, but a he. The he is Aaron Cloutier. And that's pretty much sums it up, man. You guys have heard Between the Buried and Me, crazy ass experimental music there, and the pounding heaviness of strapping young lad. So you probably get it there, man. Cross Between the Buried and Me with strapping young lad, and I would say throw a little MESHUGGAH there, a little type of chimera vocals in there, and you got Davola, man. And the most interesting aspect about this project is that it's only a one-man band, a one-man metal band here. So horns up to Aaron Cloutier. He's here to talk to us about the recording of the record Dichotomy.
Well, making Dichotomy was, in so many words, I guess, a labor of love, pretty much. It was definitely a great challenge to wear so many hats in the studio, you know, just playing the part of the guitar player, the singer, the bass player, the producer, you know, all of that. It was just crazy. It was a crash course in many areas, and I definitely learned a lot with it. It was recorded at a place called Project 2 Studios in Milford, New Hampshire. And let's see, if memory serves correct, it was all recorded in the winter of 2009. I think it was from January to I want to say March or April, give or take. It was a lot of going back and forth. During that time, I moved like 3 times. You know, I was moving all over New England, so it was an interesting time to make a record for sure. I'm sure some of that chaos seeped into the sessions for sure. But like I said, it was recorded at Project 2 Studios, and basically it was like a basement inside of a house that was converted into a studio, and I thought it was killer. I distinctly remember having to keep the door open next to where the heater was in the studio, so some of the heat could leak in while I was tracking acoustic guitar. And I just remember, you know, middle of February, sub-zero weather, and just numb fingers, and yeah, it was good times for sure.
Cloutier, mastermind for the project Davola, talking there about the recording process of this debut album, Dichotomy. Now, on a very interesting side note, this record was mixed and mastered by members of El Nino. They have their own studio, which is called Sound Wars Studios. It's based over there in New Jersey as well. Now, the members of El Nino that run the studio are Cristian Machado and Las Piña, man. They are offering their professional recording and mixing and mastering services to anybody that's interested. If you want more information on this, you can visit their official MySpace, which is myspace.com/Sound Wars Productions for more information. And if I were you, I would go there and mix and master my record if I had a band, because the sound on this Dichotomy album is killer. And we're going to check out another song from the record. This one is entitled Fate. If you want to check out Davola on the web, it's very simple. Go to myspace.com/Davola-metal. That is DAVOLA-metal. Get over there, send a friend request. The song is called Fate. You're listening to Army of One.
is a call for celebration. We see it all amidst the lies. A way to witness this This life you can try. We'll find a way to survive. Days away from destiny. This is what it took from us. Torn away and turned to dust. This is my soul, free of the crown's control. I made the odds against myself. I made a promise to myself. This time you can try. We'll find a way to survive. Run into the vastness of perception and belief. Time takes its turn. Free your mind. Know yourself and look inside and it burn.
Beyond the Blaze with me, DJ Valkyrie. Fridays, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern.
The song is called Fate, from the creative soul of one sick individual called Aaron Cloutier. The project called Davola. The record, Dichotomy. Now you guys might be asking yourselves, what is dichotomy? Well, here's a little definition to help you out. Dichotomy, D-I-C-H-O-T-O-M-Y. Well, it's basically a division into two mutually exclusive, opposed, or contradictory groups. For example, a dichotomy between thought and action. Or the dichotomy that exists between black and white. For example, there is no room for other overlapping alternatives. It's either black or white, the dichotomy. So there you go. This is the dichotomy of Davola here, which we are checking out over here at this first episode here at the Army of One. You can get the record now on iTunes, so go to your iTunes store and all that and type down Dichotomy or Davola and get the record, man. Now, regarding Army of One, well, there's an official website here at the MySpace. It's myspace.com/ArmyOfOneTV. We would like to hear your feedback on this first episode that we're doing here, a collaboration between Evolution Rock and Army of One TV. So we would like to, to hear your feedback on this first episode, if you guys liked it or not, and just, write your feedback, whatever you like. Army of One on the MySpace. Send over a friend request right over here, and a comment or something. Let us know what your thoughts on this first episode. Also visit the official ArmyOfOneTV.com site, where you can find all the other podcast releases done over here. So everybody's invited. Check it out, man. Moving on over here with the Davola feature, we asked Aaron Cloutier to talk to us about his influences.
Yeah, I love music that's outside the box, I'd been through all the phases as a metal kid growing up with, death metal, hardcore, thrash, speed, etc., etc. But Opeth is one of those bands that, really, really opened my eyes to the idea of, music without limits. And I think I remember, I heard these harmonic minor licks on that song, Blackwater Park, and just thought, holy shit, I'm all about that right there. And just, I've been hooked on that ever since. I love that scale. I mean, they go all over the place to me, and they do it amazingly well. It's totally organic, and it never feels like it's contrived, and it's just seamless. It's just amazing how they do that. And I guess I try to emulate that in the sense that I just want to make music that's only limited by what I say it is, But that's what I strive for, is innovation. I try to make something that's interesting or ultimately interesting to me. I want to make the music that I want to hear, you know what I mean? So if there's any reflection of Opeth in my music at all, I would have to say that they've influenced my use of dynamics, as well as, use of arrangement and song structure, and just, I'm huge into arrangement and just doing crazy, progressive type structures that don't sound, typical. I'm into just different music, I get very bored with music from time to time, and, I'm always looking for the next new thing. And I'm always looking for the next new thing with myself as well, if there's any goal that I have as a songwriter, it's never to write the same song twice, and hopefully I've done that. That's why I do what I do. I love writing songs. I love the creative aspect of it, I get off on that.
Aaron Cloutier, man, check it out. Do you know the address? myspace.com/Davola-metal, or get the Dichotomy album on the iTunes. Just on a note over here, you can check out a full interview that we did with Aaron Cloutier over here at the Evolution Rock Podcast. Our site, evolutionrock.podomatic.com. We're doing the best of 2010, the best of the assorted shows, top 50 bands 2010. We're doing the best of the Masters of Shred and the best of the featured artist shows. Davola, they're nominated for Best Artist of 2010. Go to myspace.com/Mallet Promotions and cast your vote. We want to thank the people of Army of One TV, the good people over there at Dig Metal World. We want to thank them for giving us the opportunity over here to work with them as well. And be sure to visit the official website for Army of One TV on the MySpace. That is myspace.com/Army of One TV. Send over a friend request. Let us know your thoughts and comments on this first episode here at the Army of One. Be sure to check out the official site, ArmyOfOneTV.com. We want to thank Davola and Aaron Cloutier for their participation in this first episode. Be well, keep rocking, man, and we'll see you here next time on the Army of One.
Evolution Rock, the future of metal.